Hello everybody, this is Dennis running a solo draft this time, no Oisin. Hopefully this will be enough to tide you over between our full-fledged weekend episodes. A lot of people have been asking for more videos from us, so hopefully this experiment works out. I'm doing an 8-4 because I basically never draft Swiss on my own. We tend to do it for the episodes. We tried to do an 8-4 last week and obviously lost round 1, so well, it might not be last week whenever this comes out. So I haven't played with Guild yet, but I mean it's premium removal in a Voltron-y format. That being said, Archetype of Courage is really good. Interestingly, not a lot of good white or black in the pack, aside from these two. Sangomancy is just awful. A nice allegory for this is if you think about, God, what's it called? Thassa's Bounty, which is just 6 mana, draw 3, no lose life, none of that stuff, and less conditional, and is unplayable, so why would this be any good? I'm going to take the Archetype here. I can see taking the Guild. I really hope I don't end up tussling for white with other players, but I think Archetype has the strongest upside. Immediately punished, although not much in this pack at all, really. We passed a lot of good red in the first pack, but that's not going to stop me from taking the Satyr Nick Smith. I think he's just a house. I mean, if you can get him down on turn 3 and get him in once, it's rough. It's tough for your opponent to beat that kind of start. Obviously, I mean, if they just play, a Wave Crash Triton, you're pretty sad, but it asks a lot of your opponent to be able to stop that kind of thing, and you're generating real creatures. Like a 3/1's a real creature. It's not like the Godfarer General that makes 1/1s when he untaps. 3/1s are a really big deal. Why did I say that word? Really big deal. Astral Cornucopia, that's not really a thing in Limited. It's sort of a commandery card, I guess. It's kind of fun, and the art's sweet, but I'm not going to be taking it here. Not a whole ton in the pack. Servant's okay. Fearsome Temper's okay. I like Grizzly Transformation, but Satyr Nick Smith is the pick for me, though I'm not super married to the red. There's the General I just talked crap about. Everflame Eidolon's pretty good, so the rare is missing here. Yeah, the Eidolon's pretty good. I think it's actually supposed to be pronounced Eidolon, but whatever. Swordwise Centaur's also pretty good. Maybe I just take the Eidolon, or maybe I take the Centaur and try and... Because I think they're pretty comparable in terms of power level. And I think I'd rather be green-white than red-white, because the red really dries up in Theros, whereas the green gets a lot better in Theros. I don't really want to take the General. I had him in my PTQ top 8 deck at the PTQ we went to a while ago, and even there, and that was a hyper-aggressive white-blue deck, and even there he underperformed, really. I think I'm taking the Centaur here. And hedging. Now, things get interesting here. Fanatic of Xenagos, Bolt of Karanos, Fall of the Hammer. Wow. I guess red is open in this direction. Oh, I think I have to just take the Fall here, right? Yeah, surely. I know this is powerful, but I'm still pretty happy with this pick. I don't want to marry myself into these two colors. I think I just take the Fall because it's the strongest card in the pack. Oh, this could go either way. Snake's pretty good. Sun Guide and Skirmisher are pretty good too, though. Do I want to be in white-red or green-red? If I had to pick between those two, I'd probably pick the white-red, which would lean me to the Skirmisher over the Sun Guide, I think. Skirmisher works a little better with the Archetype, but that's only 2 cards. Can't really put too much stake in that. Maybe the Sun Guide's just better as a bear with upside. If I'm going to go red-white aggressive. Alright, neither of them work too great with the Fall of the Hammer, to be honest. Thunderroot's a nice card. I like him a lot. Doesn't really go in a hyper-aggressive deck because it's a 6-drop, but that effect is hard to beat. 6 mana 8/8 trample, or 6 mana 5/5 haste trample, both totally good cards. I guess I'm going to take the Thunderbird here. This is interesting. Oh, come on. Noble Quarry. Sweet card, but probably just take the Sun Guide here again. Maybe I should have gone to green. Fearsome Temper's totally fine. Anything else? Crypsis is a good card, but we're definitely not in that. Guess we ended up in white-red inevitably. I like the Reveler, he's fine. Occasionally you'll get a God Weapon or something, but that's pretty rare. I hate this card. 4 mana 5/2. I hate it. Just hate it. Faragax Giant's not the worst. I'm going to put him on the board for now. I don't really want to play him if I can avoid it. Dreamfinder the same. Not horrendous. Okay, I think we're pretty firmly in white-red here. And unfortunately, that means in Theros we're going to have to be leaning pretty hard on our white cards because the red... I mean, what are you fighting over? Lightning Strike, sure. But what's the best card? What's the best red common after that? Like, Minotaur Skull Cleaver? That's a pretty big drop in quality. Whereas here, the best red common's probably Fall of the Hammer. And then it drops to maybe, I don't know, Bolt of Karanos. And that's not that big a drop. Bolt is still sweet. Oh, come on. Jeez. I mean, all that means is that there's no one in green-red. There could still be players in green and in red independently. But, ugh, wow. Maybe I should have hedged on the green a little harder. That sucks. We're not exactly married now, to be honest, though. Like, check it out. If we open a sweet green card here, I'm happy to push away because the double bears, while fine, like, this is better than Oresco's Sun Guide. This is way better than Oresco's Sun Guide. And I think I might be a little happier in green-red. We'll see what we open. Not a ton. Well, you know, Ordeal is obviously sweet. But I haven't really decided which way to go on the white or green battle yet. Although there's a Voyaging Satyr. Voyaging Satyr and the other options just take the Ill-Tempered Cyclops. Which is fine, but I think I might take the Satyr here. I'd much rather be in green than in white. I feel like green's a much stronger color in Theros. Another Satyr, I guess? I really like Satyr. Maybe I should have taken the Cyclops back there, but double Satyr bodes well for me, I think. This definitely seems a little better. Fall of the Hammer is good. Satyr Nicksmith is good. I would like a Savage Surge. I think we passed one, maybe even two in those last two packs. Just because, God! God, that's a Stone Cold Bomb. Oh, we're flip-flopping here. We're flip-flopping. This is horrendous. God. God. I mean, we could splash this. Especially if we're in green, we could totally splash this. So let's not beat ourselves up too much. But if we get like a Wing Steed Rider here, I think I'm just moving back. This is horrendous. I hate not being committed. Courser's fine. Probably better than Skull Cleaver. Stone Shock Giant's also okay. Got a real rift here from the old 3 drops to the 6 drops, huh? Maybe do we take the Courser or do we take... Like, what I really want to do is find an Alia's Presence or an Open Line Unicorn or something to try and get Anax and Simity off here. Or Anax and Simidi, whichever. Oof. I'm going to take the Courser there. Emissary seems really good. Let's get him in there. So still rewarded on the green. Maybe these guys were just an outlier. That kind of thing happens sometimes. You're okay, I guess. Probably want you more than the Acolyte, to be honest. Although we don't really have anything to abuse it with. Still seems better than the Acolyte, I think. I could be wrong. Presence, hooray. Okay. Goliath or Crusader. Goliath or Crusader. I've already got a pretty solid 6 drop. Don't know how many more of those I want. I'm going to take the Crusader here. I'm not sure if that's correct. Spirit Punner or a second Crusader. We could go hyper aggressive and take the second Crusader. Although, I'm going to take the Oread here. We've got 2 Voyaging Satyrs. Not exactly. Now I'm going to take the Goliath because... Oh, I don't really want a second one. We have 2 Voyaging Satyrs, which lets us sort of ramp up into these sorts of things, and it sort of pushes us away from this sort of thing. Maybe I should have... I mean, it doesn't really matter because I got another one. Another 2, in fact. Maybe I should have picked the... Maybe it would have been more correct to pick the Goliath over the Crusader there first. Shredding Winds is fine for the board. Okay, 16 cards, most of which are pretty good. I think we're pretty solidly into the red-green now, which is, frankly, one of my least favorite color combos in the format. Excuse me. Could totally splash this. I mean, Nessie and Asp, so fine, but jeez. This is just not our day, is it? How many red? Okay, we have a lot of good green cards now. We can't flip back in pack 3 just because we saw a big shiny rare. This is brutal. This is actually pretty good if you're in green red, to be honest. It's a really nice ramp spell. I might take that actually. We probably could have got one of those later. That might not have been correct. Not a ton here. I mean, ugh, but. Portent's fine in red-green. Just forces through some damage. Oh, come on. Fair Invocation's okay, I guess. This is miserable. This is so miserable. Titan Strength here is fine. Oh no, Ordeal. We just take the Ordeal, right? I wouldn't mind a Burnished Heart for these guys, but I think we just take the Ordeal here. This helps us with our double costs a little bit, so stuff like the Volpanglath and the Thunderbrute. So that maybe we can run 2 planes in the Nylea's presence. That's probably enough, right? Yeah, that seems fine. Dragon Mantle's a nice pickup here. Destructive Revelry probably, or another Hedonist. How many creatures do we have? 15? Let's check out the disastrous curve. Jesus, that's not a curve, it's a block. Ugh. I mean, we take the Hedonist here. Hope to just skip all these turns that we're missing cards on. We're pretty aggressive with a random This deck is a disaster. Oh, this has not gone well. I could have gotten such a streamlined white-red deck. Although we didn't see a lot of white really in pack 2. Unless I selectively decided to not remember it based on my horrendous decision. Yeah, this has not gone well, kiddos. Crack under the filming pressure. Someone was saying in the comments a while ago that they we should take a leaf out of Seems Good Magic's book and actually hang on, Battle Master? How many targeting effects do we have really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe he's fine. I'm not a huge fan of Battle Master. Oh, here now. Probably the Burnished Heart, right? Yeah, it helps with the splash. That's kind of nice, actually. Skull Cleaver's nice, too. We've got some cuts to make here. We got blown out by this in a... I don't want to say blown out. We lost to a Boulder Fall a couple of episodes ago. There it is again. When he used to kill our Volpangalath. That works, right? Yeah. And we would have won with it the next turn. It was miserable. So we took the land over the messenger speed. That's okay. Alright, get out of there. 3 cuts to make. Pretty easy splash on this. You know, we'll have 4 white sources if we chuck in 2 planes between this, the lands themselves, and the presence. It's kind of dodgy to count Burnished Heart as an actual source. So maybe not 4, maybe more like 3.5. Alright, here we go. Let's see what we're cutting. Okay, let's put you at 6, like, you know, put you over there. And this is kind of not great. Probably cut the Fearsome Temper, not a huge fan of that. And 2 more cuts. 19 creatures is a lot. Maybe the Cerberus isn't great here. Although, with this and this, sort of this and some Bestow, I could also see myself cutting the Battle Master, to be honest. Yeah, I guess that's it. The reasoning here is, sure, we want early green. Actually, pretty badly. Maybe we do it this way. Yeah, our only double red spell would be the Thunderbrute. And this and this will help us with that. Because these, we only need 1 mountain and this will make it tap for 2 red. I'm not happy with this. Oh, that happens sometimes. You get stuck between 2 colors and it's hard to come down hard either way. I feel like we might have ended up with a better deck if we'd come down harder on the white, but I don't know if that was the correct decision to make at the time. Like, opening that Celestial Archon in pack 3 stung. It stung bad, I'm not gonna lie. But Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it turns out. See you in round one, and hopefully it's not the last one.